As President of CIIS, it is my great pleasure to welcome you to our 2021 Commencement ceremony. Today, we honor our graduates and all that they have accomplished in arriving at this moment. We also honor and remember all of the people who have been lost this year to COVID-19 and the co-occurring global pandemics of health inequity and violence. Because of COVID, we are once again virtual to ensure everyone's safety, and that our graduates can share this happy day with all of their family and friends wherever they are located. While we look forward to the time when we can celebrate in person, last year, more than 4,500 people watched our commencement from all around the world, celebrating and witnessing our graduates, far more than we could ever bring together for an in-person event. Congratulations to you all, graduates, families, and friends. Joining me today are CIIS faculty and staff who helped our graduates get to this day. I thank them for their dedication and commitment to students, to learning, and to the mission of CIIS. This has taken incredible commitment and dedication. Pursuing a degree is never easy, but to do so while navigating the shifting terrain of this year is a testament to your character and capabilities. I am so impressed by your fortitude and your ability to stay focused on your goals in the face of such turmoil. This last year has challenged all of us. It has also reminded us that CIIS is a place where education is not only about academic and professional learning, but also about personal and societal transformation. Today, we also honor the family and friends who stood with our graduates as they pursued this stage of their education and who are cheering for you today. We know how important it is to have support and backup in any endeavor, especially when one has many levels of responsibility, as we know so many of you have. Joining me today are CIIS faculty and staff who helped our graduates get to this day. I thank them for their dedication and commitment to students, to learning, and to the mission of CIIS. Today is my 43rd university commencement and my last with an official role. In the future, I expect to experience these ceremonies as a cheering grandparent. I have participated in annual university commencement ceremonies for almost all of my adult life. My first was my own, when I received my bachelor's degree in sociology in upstate New York. At the time, the ceremony felt more meaningful for my parents, neither of whom had gone to college, than it was for me. But over these many years, I have come to appreciate the importance of ritual and ceremony to connect us with history and community, and to mark important transitions. No matter what your age or the number of degrees you hold, each commencement is an important transition. You leave here having learned new ideas, skills, and ways of being that will enable you to set and reach new goals. Our lives are busy and densely packed with activity and deadlines. We go from task to task, or all too often, we do multiple tasks at the same time. Ceremony tells us to stop and not let business crowd out recognition of accomplishment and connection. It tells us to stop for a moment of gratitude for all of those who supported our accomplishments, to those who cheered, encouraged, stepped in, and stepped up. As part of commencement, I invite you to reflect on what led you here, to this place, to CIIS, and to this degree, what you hoped for when you started, how that changed, and where you hope to go next on your journey. I invite you to think about those who impacted you on this adventure and those who you've impacted. Just as you've been asked to reflect in class, I am reminding you now, as you leave CIIS, to once again reflect, to make conscious this experience and what it has meant to you. Of course, I'm also reminding you to stay connected to those you met here and to the university. When students come to CIS, I often hear them say they were drawn by the opportunity to study with a big picture and a holistic perspective, by a recognition that life has many dimensions, by a desire to have an impact, by a commitment to justice and healing, by a desire to build new skills, understanding, and connections. I was very impressed by the people you were when you came to CIS. I have continued to be impressed by all you have done in the intervening years, and I stand in awe of the people you are now. You, our 2021 graduates, are the people we need to build a new future. Commencement is also the time in which we announce retiring faculty who are being designated as professors emeritus. This year there are 4: Phillip Brooks, Frank Eckenhofer, Joanne Gazawa, and Mara Keller. Phillip Brooks is retiring from the Integral Counseling Psychology program after more than 20 years. He has always said that he loves teaching, and it shows. He is a gifted teacher who connects deeply with his students. He has focused his teaching on courses that are clinical, experiential, and personally transformative. He's contributed significantly to CIS through his work on diversity and assessment and ICP, and his service on numerous committees, especially the Integral Education Committee, where we serve together. Frank Eckenhofer is retiring from the Clinical Psychology Department after 22 years of teaching. Frank's research has been on meditation, including with Tibetan Buddhist meditators in India. He has lectured and written articles on the physiology and phenomenology of meditation, the integration of developmental and transpersonal psychologies, comparative biological psychology, and Eastern psychology. Joanne Gazawa, retiring from the Transformative Inquiry Department, has also been teaching at CIS for over 20 years, primarily in the online environment. Deeply committed to online teaching, Joanne has been generous in sharing her knowledge and ideas with colleagues. She has similarly shared her knowledge of diversity and transformative practice in teaching. Joanne has chaired numerous dissertation committees and is sought out for her special skills as a mentor. She has been a very active member of the CIS community, known for her innovative pedagogy. Mara Keller began teaching at CIS in 1993, coming here with a strong background in philosophy and a commitment to the values of women's spirituality. Her commitment to the field has remained steadfast over these many years as a leader, a scholar, and a teacher. She has served on numerous CIS committees and has built strong ties with the larger community as her students have participated in the program's community service requirement. On behalf of the CIS community and the legions of students you have taught, I thank Phillip Brooks, Frank Eckenhofer, Joanne Gazawa, and Mara Keller for all you have done to ensure that our students received a rigorous and meaningful education. We wish you well in your new endeavors. We will miss you. I turn now to introduce one of our students, Soumya Thacker, chosen to be our student speaker at this commencement. Soumya is an MA student in the Philosophy, Cosmology, and Consciousness program. She has a deep passion for integrating philosophy and entrepreneurship. As a community building fellow, she has helped build a 10-member leadership team and launched the Integral Impact Incubator, a space in which students can experiment, learn, and manifest their integral ideas into practical reality. Soumya hopes that Impact at CIS will continue to play a significant role by helping to bridge the gap between theory and practice, and ultimately helping to disseminate the integral worldview into the larger world.